My first go-to when I'm talking about how to take care of things in a home, water in a shop vac. Get the $30 shop vac, and then why a shop vac? Because it's cheap and it's universal. You could do it for anything, right? You can pick up dry dirt, you can get wet dirt, whatever. You can do it all, and it's cheap. You don't have to go buy the $100 or $200 shampoo, or you can just use water in a shop vac. It's cheap. It's not going to fuck things up. That's why I want to use water in a shop vac. The next thing I'm going to go to, if that doesn't work, then I'm going to sell the ZR water, right? Our electrolyzed reductive water. I'm going to sell that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So if water in a shop vac doesn't work, then go to the ZR water and a shop vac. Spray it on there, blot it with a towel. Maybe go to the shop vac. Try and get it out with water in a shop vac. Then I'm going to go to ZR in a shop vac or a towel. If that doesn't work, then I go to the spot remover. Okay, ZR water is 20 bucks for 32 ounces. And this is 15 bucks for like 12 ounces. Somewhere between 8 and 12 ounces, right? Like it's a small bottle.
Yeah.
There. Which one is more expensive, water or the spot remover?
The water.
No, spot remover is way more expensive because
it's less.
Because it's less. So I'm going to go water, ZR water, then I'm going to go to the spot remover for everything else. And if this doesn't work, everything else if we're talking pet stains, I'm going to sell ZeroStink. Okay, and that's what, $22 for a 32 ounce bottle?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not much more expensive than the water. So pet stains, I'm going to do water in a shop vac and then ZeroStink. Anything else, and this will be pet bio,
Yeah, yeah.
Old man has an accident, kids throw up, whatever. Anything bio is going to get a ZeroStink. Anything else is going to get ZR water and then the spot remover. And then what I'll say is, if the spot remover doesn't work, then call me.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah. Because then it's going to take one of the harsher chemicals to actually remove it from the carpet.
Right. The reason that I want to do it this way is because this stuff is the same stuff we're using. And if they do, this is the exact same process that we do. And if they do this, they're not going to screw their carpet up so that when we show up later, we end up having this major problem, right?
Yeah.
Something else that shows up because
they
use
chemicals and
they went to TikTok and they got their own way of doing things and all that other stuff. If they follow our process, then when we show up to clean it, because none of this worked, this is our process. So half of our process is already taken care of. We don't have to worry about them screwing it up or us screwing something else up because the process has been followed. So Mrs. Customer, I appreciate you having us in here to help you out with stuff. If something happens in the future, I know that we've got kids and we've got a dog over here and things happen. If something happens between now and the next time we come and clean, this is how you should be taking care of your carpet. First thing, get water in a shop vac. Okay? I take the shop vac, I suck that stuff up. Just with the shop vac, if it's a deep stain, I'm going to put it straight down and I'm going to pour water around it. But that's my go-to. If I can't get it out with water in a shop vac, if it's urine, if the dog urinates, if the dog poops, if the kids throw up, if the kids urinate, who knows? That stuff happens, right?
yes.
I go to ZeroStink. I spray that on there, I let it dry, and then I vacuum it out. If it's anything else, the kid throws slime down on the carpet, I'm going to start off with water in a shop vac. Maybe it's going to pick it up. If you get to it fast enough, water in a shop vac can be a lifesaver for that. I've had customers that have spilled gallons of paint on their carpet. And brand new carpet. They were painting the house. They spilled the gallon of paint. They call me up in a panic, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to get to you till 9 o'clock tonight. We're at noon, and I already know my day is going to go long. I'm not going to get to you till 9 o'clock at night. Get water in a shop vac. That's first time that happened to me. That's how I came up with that. She was like, well, can I do anything right now? Get water in a shop vac and start sucking that stuff up.
While it's still wet too, because it's not going to bond to the fibers as easily while it's still wet. So the water will help rinse it the best it can.
Exactly. She called me back 4 hours later, said, don't worry about it. Now, I was sad because I missed out on $500 of getting that paint out of the carpet, but I was also happy because I got home at a decent hour that night. And it saved the customer a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
Which
water
is
in
great.
A shop bag, probably shop bag she already owns, so all she had to do was use some water.
Right. Water in a shop vac, easy, it's cheap, it's not going to screw things up. Now don't scrub on it with the shop vac, but just blot it down in there and clean it up as best you can.
Kind of like we do with the water claw.
Exactly. It's exactly what we're going to do. The next thing we do is if it's not bio goes to that, but if it's not bio, then I'm going to go to the ZR water. Why do I use the ZR water? Because it's an even better cleaner than water is. And because it's water, just electrolyzed, it's not going to screw things up for the customer if they spray it on the spot.
I gotta be careful saying something like that because I'll be the one to say it's not gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. I'm trying to be better for my video here, but yeah, it's not going to fuck up the customer's carpet if we just use the water. We're not going to have to worry about bleaching, right? If they go and get Resolve or OxyClean or whatever crap that they get from the store and they spray that on the carpet and then we come through and clean it, what happens to the carpet?
Bleach spots.
It can bleach the carpet.
Everywhere.
These are not going to bleach the carpet, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the ZR water, and if that doesn't work, then go to the spot remover. And I use the spot remover exactly as I use Go-To because it's almost the exact same thing as our Go-To. It's a little bit weaker, but it's pretty much the same thing as our Go-To spot.
Same like liquid form, or is it just a little bit?
No, it's the same liquid form.
Oh, okay, I've never actually seen it in our spot remover.
Yeah, go use it. Okay, yeah, don't use these in place of Go-To.
Right.
But yes, the spot remover is essentially the Go-To. It's a little bit weaker. It's not as strong as our stuff. But again, it's not going to screw the carpet up because this is exactly what we're going to do in our process of trying to take care of the customer's stuff. They use the spot remover. What do we do with the spot remover when we get done with it?
Clean it out.
So we go back and we rinse it with the water in a shop vac. And if that doesn't work, call me because I have products that I'm not allowed to sell you. And I say it word for word just like that. Call me. I've got products I'm not allowed to sell you.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. How come we don't sell $30 shop vacs? I don't know how many times
Because
I've told that to a couple customers about the shop